Hey everyone, it's Johnny here from buildermusicschool.com. Hope you're doing awesome. It is January as I record this video, and we have just got back to work yesterday, and our place is a complete mess. We're renovating, so everything's been ripped apart. Everything is completely messy. I don't mind showing you the bad stuff. Look at this. Look, our drum kit Christmas tree is still up. Our Christmas decorations from some of the stage is falling off. There's lollies and candy on the table. The place is a mess. It's a bit gross really, but we are spending the next 3 or 4 weeks doing complete overhaul and renovations and repainting and ordering new equipment, and it's going to be sick in a few weeks time. But another part of that process for us is we start a new year, because we run by the sort of the calendar year, with our year starting in January for schools, so we don't have that long mid-year break that Americans would have, but our long break is summer here now in January, so we've got a few weeks before we reopen for lessons. And so one of the tasks that we have to do is we have to often, hire a few new people. Sometimes people move on for various reasons, and sometimes we move people on as well, but we have to go through that hiring process again. So there's been, I don't know how many new jobs we've had to hire for this season. We started just before Christmas. We hired 3 or 4 more people, and we've got a few more that we're doing interviews with over the next couple of weeks. And I wanted to share one of the number one things that we look for when we hire someone. Now, obviously, there's, the competency and their character and all that sort of stuff, and I talk about heaps of different things around that, but I want to share one thing that is crucial for me as the boss, the person that started the school, the person that's the most passionate. It's really my baby, and so the number one thing that I look for, and if the person has all the competency and great character and they don't have this thing, I kind of, they aren't at the top of the list, okay? And so what I call this thing is the wow factor. And I don't mean like the wow factor as in I need to be wowed by them. What I do is, if I'm hiring someone, and I train my other managers to do this, we walk them around the site, we let them see some of the things that we're doing and meet some people. And what we're looking for is to see whether they are wowed by what we're doing, right? Because we only want people that are actually passionate about what we're doing to work here, because we're going to spend, every day with them. We're going to pay them a heck of a lot of money. We're going to, have staff retreats and planning days with them. We're going to spend lots of meetings and offices with them. We're going to be slaving our butts, working overtime when things are busy or tough, or there's a new project on. And so we want someone that walks around, they're like, wow, this is awesome. I want to be part of this. And so we don't want someone that's just like, yeah, I think you guys could use me. I think I would be very valuable here. That's not what we want. And it's not just the humble or arrogant thing. It's really like, do they have that wow factor? Do they go like, wow, this is awesome. I want to be a part of this. And that's like the number one thing that I want, because you guys know, if you've got a staff member, you know how much work it is to be able to provide a job for someone, right? And so even when you get to be a big school like us and you're providing 50, 60 jobs, I still want every single person to be grateful to be part of it, because, pardon me, I have to work so hard to provide everyone with their jobs. And the bigger we get, the more pressure is on me. Obviously, the bigger the team gets and the more help you have to keep everything going and really cranking along. But that pressure gets bigger just because, you're paying hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in wages and bills and all sorts. And so it is, you just don't want someone that's like, isn't wowed by what you're doing. And remember, there are thousands and thousands of businesses out there, so why do they want to work with you? Well, they need to really be passionate about working with you. So next time you're hiring someone, next time you're thinking about going through those questions, and maybe you're in the interview or you're going through that process and something's just not quite right, why don't you just stop and ask yourself, do they have the wow factor? Are they like, wow, this is awesome? And one of the things that you need to do is you need to sort of say, hey, this is where we've come from. This is where we are now. So you talk about the massive leap of where you've been and where you are now, and then talk about where you're going, because they need to be excited about Wow, look how far you've come. You guys are doing things. And wow, what an incredible vision for the future. Where are you going? Where are you heading? How could I play a part of it? And then you need to ask people, hey, would you see yourself being part of this organization? Or how would you see yourself adding the most value? Or do you think this is a place that you would like to work? And you're looking for not just like answers that are, yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I'd like to work here. That would be awesome. The more detailed their answer, the more passionate it is, the more high ranking you sort of give that answer. So look for the wow factor, and because like it sucks if you've got a team that's passionate and then you've got a couple people that are just treating it like a job when it's your passion. You've worked so hard to get 1, 10, 20, 50 staff members, so you deserve the best. So hold out for the right person, make sure they got the wow factor.